From the Lodge Mahal in beautiful Round Rock, Texas, welcome to Poker Night at the Lodge, a special Ladies Night edition. And there you see the players tonight. The great Ruth Hall, who was supposed to be in the booth with me. We had a little snafu there. She said, let me go on the felt. Ruth is in seat 1 with 1,000. G Monkeys in seat 2 with 700. Glow bought in for 1,000. Great one from Houston. MJ, a Lodge regular and stream veteran, is in seat 4, bought in for a 500. And a new person to the Lodge, Jen's mom, is in seat 6. She's in for 1,000. Casper is in for 1,000. Pat's in for 300. And Showtime Bev in seat 9 is in for 1,000. And Cindy is on her way. She will be here any minute. She will be in seat 5. She's probably about 20 minutes away. And there you see Damon in the box, the tatted one, the hot dog eating wonder. And then the first pot, I threw a coin in there. I threw a Lodge coin. Whoever wins the first pot, they get the Lodge coin. How about that? A little gift from Slick Rick to the table. Showtime Bev raises to 10 with 7 deuce offsuit. And it is a match stack game, so it's one $3,000 cap match stack. So once the first hand is over, if somebody doubles up, any player could match their stack. So, and away we go. G Monkey calls with Jack 9 offsuit. Glow with pocket 6s makes the call. And the first hand, we always have a little challenge, first couple hands until we get in a groove. Bear with us as Damon is going to take the time to make it all right. Skull Mike is boarding an airplane right now, heading to Lost Wages, Nevada, for his shot at the WSOP. 559 is the flop. 2 pair for G Monkey. He's going to make it 10. G Monkey, wife of Jake Stein, or Jake Stein, the husband of G Monkey, however you want to say it. Glow will race it on up. G Monkey's going nowhere with 9s and 5s. Now she boated up. Both players with a boat, but G Monkey has Glow dead to the 6 of hearts. Glow is going to put a bet out there of 65. Glow drives in from Houston. And G Monkey is from the Houston area, but now lives, obviously, in the Round Rock, Pflugerville area. Here comes the river. Queen on the river, and G Monkey's going to win the first hand and the lucky Lodge coin, as she's going to throw over her 9, and G Monkey gets out to an early lead.
You got the thing.
Good to see everybody in the live chat. I'm going to be running solo for a while until somebody hops in with me. So I'm going to be doing it all. There's your cumulative winnings. Might even do a little soundboard. Racer Nerd, good to see you in the chat as the moderator. You're going to help me out tonight. I want to keep an eye out on, ladies' night always brings out some people who may want to say some things that shouldn't be said. So we'll monitor that as we always do. Just crossed over 17,300 subscribers. Wow. Amazing run for us. We can't thank you enough. And Skull Mike is, like I said, in the airport, headed to Vegas. In honor of Skull Mike, I'm going to see if they're still here. Let's see if the Crickets are still here. Yes, Crickets are still here. Joke of the night will come at 9:15 as always. One if you like it, two if you don't. Everyone knows the rules. The joke tonight was provided by Seat 9. Showtime Bev provided me. And we're in a slight break here. While we're in the break, let me tell you a little bit about what's happening. We'll be back again on Wednesday and Saturday this week for another streams. And then guess who's coming to town next week? Next Monday, the 11th and the 13th, Ryan DePaulo will be here, right here on the Lodge live stream. Ryan freaking DePaulo. If you're a fan of his, check him out on, yeah, I'm sure you've checked him out on YouTube. Very popular vlogger. And we're excited to have him for 2 streams next week. And then in November, we've got Lexo Poker and DQ coming to the Lodge for a couple streams. We'll tell you all about that later on. Looks like we've got a raise from Glow with pocket 7s to 20. Jen's mom and Pat both call. Damon the Tatted One, the hot dog eating wonder, flops over ace jack 10. Pair of aces for Jen's mom. Right there in seat 6. New to the area. Very delightful, energetic lady. And Jen's mom's going to pull that one down. We tried to adjust the mic, so from time to time tonight, we will have some table talk for y'all to listen to. Copa Gamana says, congratulations on 17,000. I remember when it was 5,000. Way to go, Slick Rick and Skull Mike. Yeah, March the 1st, it was 1,000. We popped a bottle of Dom Perignon on March the 1st. Oh, what is that, about 7 months ago? Yeah, about 7 months ago, we popped a bottle of Dom Perignon because we reached 1,000 subscribers. Now we're at 17,003 with our eyes set, laser focused for 20,000. Hopefully we hit it before the end of the year. I think we will. They're talking about liquor. We've got it. Still 3/4 of a bottle of Don Julio 1942. Thanks, Racer Nerd. Drank some of that the other night. We can keep it in the bunker now, just in case we want to take a little shot on a special occasion. There's the great one, Ruth Hall with pocket aces. She 3-bets to 175, and this is now a poker game. No, it's good. It sounds good. Sounds good. All right, 175 is the 3-bet. Over to Casper. She's going to lay it down. Pat with Queen Jack suited. Pat, a Lodge regular. She's going to lay it down. Over to Showtime Bev, who says, Ruth, you can have the money. Gary C., if that is in fact true, that you were one of the first 100 subscribers, I really appreciate it. I would include you a lot more if we could just get over the little issue that we have. Just can't seem to get over that. I don't know why, but I'm all for it if you are. If you can leave your political comments at the door, you'd be one of the all-time greats in Chatsville. $163 in the live chat tonight. We're going to set the overtime number at 400 tonight. 400 is the overtime number on or before 10:30.
Cutoff time's 10:30. Everybody knows that. It's a 10:30 cutoff.
Five ways to the flop. Damien the Tatted One, the hot dog eating wonder, gives us ace jack 5. Pat and Showtime Bev, both with aces. 7 on the turn. And Pat is going to go all in for about 226. Showtime Bev with the same hand is going to say, you can have it. Pat's going to show the ace.
That's what they live off of.
On to the next one. Jimmy B, I did have luck at the tables today, right before the live stream. Turned 8-9 into a straight. Got paid off. Won about 400 today before I walked into the bunker tonight. It's always a good feeling. It's always a horrible feeling when I lose and I walk into the bunker and then got to do a whole show knowing that I might be working for free that night. It happens. Thank you, though, for asking, Jimmy B. Slick Rick's running solo until we get another person in the box, in the bunker. Going to listen to some table talk tonight more than usual, I think. These lovely ladies, and see how that works out with our new microphone setup. Deuce 3-7, all hearts. Heart draw. The only person with a heart draw is Jen's mom. Pat gets out of the way. So does Showtime Bev. As does Glow. And Jen's mom is going to win with a small $15 bet. We'll go on to the next hand. Ladies' night happens once a month, maybe once every other month. We're still working on that. There's the VPIP. Glow in 100% right now. Pretty talented there. And joke of the night will come at 9:15. One if you like it, two if you don't. Everyone knows the rules. Then we'll be back Wednesday night and then Saturday night. Then next week, it's Ryan DePaulo week here at the Lodge Mahal. Lodge Mahal, located in Round Rock, Texas, off of exit 251, 535, open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From 6 a.m. to 11 a.m., players can play for free. It's a social club, so if you don't know about what that means, is you have to become a member. Anybody over the age of 18 can become a member. That's the only requirement. You are 18 years or older. Become a member, then you pay either a daily, monthly, or annual fee, membership fee. Once you do that, you can play either cash or tournaments. Cash games are no rake. We take $10 an hour, so you sit down. Once you arrive, tell them your number. They send you to a table, and when you're ready to leave, they figure out how much you owe them. $10 per hour cash game. Tournament is a little different. You pay a flat fee depending on what the tournament is, and then you buy in and you get sent to a table. Obviously, there is no hourly fee for tournament play. Believe it or not, it used to be that way when we first started playing tournaments. People figured that they'd play 9 hours, bubble, and then have a big, hefty hourly bill. So we changed that. Slicer with a $2 super chat. G-Monkey is my future wife. Jake Stein will have something to say about that. Our good friend Jake Stein, who will be in the bunker with me on Wednesday night. Ten, 3, 6, a couple spades. Yeah, the bunker is a little quiet. I'm enjoying the solace of a skull-less bunker. No one giving me crap about everything I say. No one screaming in my ear. I like skull, but, both of us, a night off, absence makes the heart grow fonder. There's a 7 of hearts. I asked him about the wheel hand on Saturday night. He said he forgot, doesn't know what I'm talking about. If you haven't checked that out, go check out Saturday's stream. Wow, what an action stream.
So it's 3-speed. Just press that button to 1, 2, and 3. Thank you so much. You're welcome. And it pulls you can
3 of clubs. So G Monkey is going to win as long as she stays in this hand with her 10s and 3s. King kicker. Casper checks it over. Let's see if G Monkey goes for a little value. She does. $50. No way that Casper can call this. She missed her flush.
Amazon.
She folds.
Nice hand. No. Okay. Nice pot. Nice pot.
Yes, Steve Drenzer, King Kai floated Skull Mike with 5-4 on a flop of Queen King 3.
Can I do that?
And in runner godlike fashion, King Kai turns Mike's set of queens into mush. Cheryl, Spencer, if you are in the neighborhood, Ruth was supposed to commentate, but because we're trying to fill up the table, she said she was going to go out and play. So if you do want to play, Cheryl, Spencer, and you're in the area, make your way over to table 11. You know where it is. And I'm sure Ruth would text Ruth and believe she would give up her seat to come into the bunker if you want to play. So there you go. Comes a flop, King King Deuce. Yeah, I second that, racer nerd. Caitlin Komeski is she posts some funny stuff. If you want to check out some funny stuff, follow her on the gram. She's played on the stream several times and very good poker humor. I told her that the other day. On to the next one. Don't forget, November 6th, I got about 10 more reservations. We're up to over 55 reservations for November 6th, the party to end all parties. It's going to happen on the top of Planet Hollywood in a 4,000 square foot luxury suite, courtesy of DQ. We're going to have a party on November 6th from 7 to 9:30 p.m. to celebrate. We originally said when we get to 12,500 subscribers, we're going to have a party out in Vegas. Well, funny thing happened. We went straight past 12,500 to 17,300 where we are today. But we're still going to celebrate November 6th. So the only way you can get into this party is through a reservation. So you need to email me, slickrick@thelodgepokerclub.com, slickrick@thelodgepokerclub.com, your name and your Caesars reward number. Please don't make a reservation if you don't plan to attend, because we are limited on space, and it would be really bad if somebody made a reservation and did not show. Because you have to email me, we'll know who it is that did not show. And obviously things come up, family emergencies, but just do your best. If you want to come, we'd love to have you. But Skull Mike with the $4.99 super chat says, Rick, you miss me, admit it. I said I did. I said, but it's so peaceful. It's like I'm in a hot tub right now with a cigar and crown on the rocks with a splash of water, just relaxing right now. But you'll be back. You'll be back soon enough. Good luck out in Lost Wages. You're going to meet up with a bunch of people. You're going to go have dinner with Big Tony. That's going to be a great dinner. Cy will be out there. Lamborenzo will be out there. You're going to run into a lot of regulars. Thank you, the Filthy Phoenix. We love the new place, too. Hard to believe. We look at pictures and videos and streams from the old lodge, and we go, wow, we thought that was great, but it looks so different compared to where we are right now. Cindy just got here, sitting in seat 5. We all know Cindy. Small in stature, huge heart, and a great poker player is Cindy. She loves to stack her chips to the ceiling, and she's going to win the first spot that she sits down at. 175 in the live chat. We realize there's a lot going on tonight. Join us for Ladies Night. We'll be here at least till 10:30, 11 o'clock, depending on. Jake Stein says, I'm a big fan of Showtime Bev. She's a class and a wonderful human being. And yes, Showtime Bev in seat 9 finished, I believe, 80th in the 2013, could be 2012, 2013 main event of the World Series. Huge payout. I think over 75,000 she won in the main event in 2013. So it was pretty incredible. She was on ESPN. All the people who knew her here in Austin were all cheering. She was on a little segment of, I think she beat, I don't know if she beat Fosselman on a pot, or she beat one of the famous people on a pot, and they made a big deal out of it. And, so congratulations to Showtime Bev in seat 9. 6-3 deuce. Pair of sixes with an ace kicker for Cindy. Yes, Copa. You can bring a +1. Just send it. I need their name and their Caesar's reward number sent to slickrick@thelodgepokerclub.com. I do it sooner rather than later because this morning I woke up to about 8 RSVPs, up over 50. I'm going to cap it around 75. Could we get 80 or 90? Probably, but we're going to cap it. 3 of diamonds. Cindy's still way ahead. Makes it 65. And Jen's mom is going to lay it down. Yes, I didn't know Jake Stein, you played at the Steiner games back in the day. I was out there. Maybe I met you out there and didn't even know it. There you see the lodge cam. The front half of the house known as Slick's Room. We got a Big O tournament going on in the right-hand half, and then we got 6 or 7 cash games going on in addition to our live stream. So a lot happening on a Monday night. The Big O tournament is something I really love. A lot of fun. 5-card Omaha high-low. 8 or better. Tournament style. A lot of fun.
We should all do that. We should have a party, a post party, get really drunk and watch each other. And needle do that. Oh, that was me. And needle each other. That would be so much fun.
Sharon Barth in the chat tonight. Hello, Sharon. Sharon delivered the gift that we received on Saturday from Racer Nerd, the bottle of Don Julio 1942 with a nice note. We got one, and Joe and Nakia also got one. So 2 bottles of Don Julio sold. Sold! And Sharon Barth delivered it and made sure that I did not open it. Jake Stein with the $20 super chat. Happy belated birthday, Beverly Lang and Go G Monkey. Make that cheddar. CJ, Luke, Jake, and Coco. Ace 9-7. Pair of aces for both. Pat way in the lead with her kicker. Uh-oh. Big trouble now. MJ hit her kicker, but Pat is going to make the bet. MJ just calls the 35. Another ace. So MJ boats up and trips City for Pat. This could get ugly. Big bet. Looks like 100. And let's see what MJ does here. Pat only has 162 behind. She just makes the call. She's going to show her boat. And MJ's going to win a large pot. I'm going to give an early happy birthday to my wife, whose birthday is tomorrow. Happy birthday, Rocky. Cumulative winnings. G-Monkey up 217. Glow throwing the party right now. 166. That's dinner for two. Not really a factor yet.
Remember that one? That was like the best line of any video. What was it? All the hot that she's having. Yes. The best.
On to the next one. Yes, Sharon. My wife, if you saw on my Instagram, at Slick Rick Lodge, my wife is not only a BTS fan. By the way, they're going to California for a couple of shows, and she wants to go. But she watches these Korean docudramas. Has been for about a year and a half. Nearly every night. She makes a mean bulgogi. She just loves the Korean, everything about Korea right now. It's kind of a big deal for her. So I got her a cake with the little figures on it. There you go. Thank you, Bill, for saying that. Carlo. Queen on the turn. Don't know what G-Monkey has here, but she checks. Only 31 in the skillet right now. Don't know about a trash can, Zoidberg. Yeah, Sharon, I'm telling you. I don't know. There's a whole lot of people watching those Korean docudramas, and they're endless. I said, doesn't it ever end? She said, no, they're just endless. So anyway, she likes them. When we go to the river, there's an ace. So it looks like the 10 is going to be a chop. As long as both stay in. Ruth bets it. Only way she's going to win is with a bet. And Pat looks like she's going to lay it down. She's going to show the queen. If she calls it's a chop, this is what makes Ruth so good. And Ruth will pull down the pot. They call her ruthless. Yes, Jazzbo. If you make bulgogi, I'm telling you, my wife, it's incredible. Good stuff.
I thought maybe she didn't see it. It's a bad card.
Every now and then, she made it the other week. It's just good stuff. 173 in the live chat. Slick Rick running solo, at least for a little while. I talked to the voice, Tom Penza. He may stop in. Ruth may stop in if we get another player over here in seat one. She was originally slated
We need Jello shots
to join me.
next time. I'm telling you.
I know I have one. There was 3 up there.
Yeah, there's one. Four.
No, they're all up. Oh, yeah.
You guys are watching it?
So you're saying I had a chance?
So you're saying I had the best one? That was your queen jack of hearts.
Sharon Barr says, I don't tell anybody, but I'm a fan of BTS also. It's telling you. There's things on Facebook and social media about middle-aged women who love BTS. It's a thing. It's a thing. I'm telling you. MJ. Cindy races to 20 with 10-9 offsuit. Over to Jen's mom with 5-3 suited. She'll come along. Casper folds. Over to Pat. Looks like Pat might have added some more chips. She has more than 96. She's going to ship it here. Looks like for about 220. If I'm not mistaken. Sharon, the next time my wife makes it, I'll bring you some. Just the meat and rice and vegetables. Flavored incredibly, bulgogi. It's nothing more than that. Yes, I am ruthless in the booth. Do not have Ruth in the booth. Got a good joke, though. Beverly in seat 9 gave me a good joke, especially for ladies' night. Going to be back here on Wednesday night. Then on Saturday night, Skull will be back on Saturday night. He will not be here on Wednesday. I will have the great Jake Stein in the booth. And those chips on top of the button are simply if the player who's on the button wins the hand, just a dealer incentive. The dealer would scoop those chips up in this particular hand. If Ruth won this hand, Damon would be able to scoop those chips on the button that are stacking up. It's just an incentive for the dealer. Just a fun game within a game. Here's a raise from Glow. Looks like 20 with 6-7 offsuit. Jen's mom re-raises to 55. Thank you, Wes, for smashing the like button. Back to Glow with 6-7. She started this with a raise to 20. Now it's back to her for 35 more. Glow is quite the player. She's had tremendous success on these streams in the past. I think this is her 4th stream with us. Jack of clubs. So now clubs are out there. Neither player with a club. There's a 6. It's a pair of 9s. Jen, as long as she stays in, but Glow's going to put the heat on. 90. Thank you, David. I do give a couple of good nicknames. Good call. Jen's mom is going to show the 9 and take down the pot. Jen's mom. Great hand. Don't have anybody to make a sandwich bet with. Nobody's in the bunker with me, but just for the heck of it.
Should I fix you some sandwiches?
I'm having all sorts of fun with this soundboard. There's your cumulative winnings. G-Monkey up just under 200. Glow down 320. Looks like we might have a straddle. Cindy, I think, straddled. Casper raises it on up to 20. Cindy comes along. Looks like we're going to go 5 players to a flop. Flop comes 4 deuce queen. And pair of 4s from Casper in the lead. She makes it 40. Jaspo. Sorry, Jason. She had 9s and 5s. I was just looking at what won. If I missed it, I apologize. Believe me, I just saw the 9s, and the 9s would have won. So.
However many times you voluntarily put chips in the cards is probably what that is, but I'm not looking at it. Is that what there was? So they kind of keep track of how many times you're in a hand. So if somebody is in a hand 80% of the time when they're outside of the lines, that's how many times you choose to play it. Did I explain that right? Yes, exactly.
Listen to some table talk. We're messing with the microphones. A lot of people want to hear more table talk. We get that. So we're going to try it tonight. Tonight's a perfect time. Skull Mike and I are not
Are you at 80%?
going at each other. We can listen to the table a little bit more.
It's not
Ryan, don't know when Ruth's going to join the bunker as soon as we have a player that wants to take her place. Sorry about that.
They watch that. It's a new thing in poker, I guess, right? And everybody all was that? I never knew it. You've all been tracking it now, not just here, but like it's a thing.
$30. G Monkey with Big Slick.
Voluntarily.
Casper and Showtime Bev come along, and Ruth says there's too much money in there now. I'm going to come along too, and we'll go 4 ways to a flop. Three, 6, ace, couple of hearts.
A bunch of knitting players, and neither do we, right? Yeah. That makes for good fun.
Thank you, Bobby, for that feedback. Ooh, Ruth says, G Monkey, don't jump over me. I'll check. Showtime Bev with the aces is going to call. Showtime Bev's in trouble. She needs one of the 3 remaining 10s. Even more trouble now. Just 4 outs. 2 10, 3 10s, and an ace. Ace for a chop. 10 for the win. Here comes the river. There's an 8, so G Monkey's going to win this hand with her Big Slick. Bev saying my 10 does not play. G Monkey apologizing to the great one, Ruth Hall. Got to mention WPA because so many women here are, I believe Glow is wearing something with the WPA. Ruth is a big-time advocate of WPA, Women's Poker Association. They do great work. And we had Poker Face Ash on a few weeks ago and during Millionaire Mayhem. And check them out, folks. WPA, Women's Poker Association.
Really? Is that okay? Oh, okay.
Let me know when your exit stack that way you can update the graph.
Right on.
100. Is that correct? That's all you want to
Yes.
Yeah, you check out that stream from Saturday, folks. Not only Mike's hand, but there's a lot of great action. What a game we put together on Saturday. Shout out to Skull Mike for him putting together that stream. Action left and right. A lot of fun. Pocket jacks. Dos hermanos for Glow. Raises to 25. G Monkey, who just won a hand, says, I'll come with my 8-5 suited. Let's see what comes. 7-4. Deuce. G Monkey. Gut shot 6 would get her there. There you see the WPA logo on Glow's shirt. G Monkey says, I'll come along. Praying for a 6. Looking for a 6. Doesn't come. 2 pair now for Glow. There's an ace on the river. Might slow things down. Glow still in the lead. G Monkey gives up. A bet there from G Monkey would have been kind of exciting. Put Glow in a position. But Glow's happy to take down that pot. $184 in the live chat. Thanks for joining us. Skull Mike still must be on the ground because he's in chat. He's too cheap to pay for the Wi-Fi on the plane. Kind of jealous of him right now. He'll be in Vegas in a few hours. Along with thousands of other poker players. Headed to the World Series of Poker. Over at the Rio. That long walk down the hall. The longest hallway ever created. From the casino at the Rio to the World Series of Poker. Amazon room, whatever rooms they're playing in. Oh, he says he's going to get comped Wi-Fi. Oh, must be flying on somebody else's dime. Here comes the flop. Queen 8-5, couple of diamonds. Jen's mom with big slick. Going to make it 40. Cindy has some outs here. 6 to be exact. That's not one of them. That hits Jen's mom. Now Cindy is dead to a 7, a black 7. Jazzbo. I only fly first class, so I always get Wi-Fi. I don't know what it's like to have to pay for it. Queen of Spades. You fly first class once, you'll never go back, unless I fly Southwest, and then I pay extra to be in that first 10, 15 to get on, because I hate waiting in line. It's just how I do it. It's one of my things. I don't know why. Just get anxious at Southwest when you're in the C boarding group and you go, holy crap, am I even going to get a seat? Where am I going to be sitting in between 2 people? Pay the extra money, get in that first 15 business class. I shouldn't tell my secrets because if everybody did it, they'd sell out of the first 15. Don't know if I'm a boss. I just when I fly, I just don't want to have that anxiety. That's just me. On the button, Jen's mom with pocket 10s. Gonna make it 20. Casper comes along. Pat with ace 3 comes along. Back over to Showtime Bev with king queen. Comes the flop. Ace 6 7. Pair of aces for Pat. Thank you, Dale Kerr. Thumbs up for latest night. I saw that, Jasbo. I saw it. Pat calls. Showtime Bev lays it down. Now it's Jen's mom looking for one of the 2 remaining 10s available. That's not one of them. But now she picks up a few more outs as the 8 will get her there with a straight. Goes check over to Jen's mom. She's going to say, I'm going to bet. 55. Yeah, Mark, I'll tell you something between these hands, what happened. It is a lot different. I think she's going all in. Pat goes all in. Jen's mom is going to have a real tough time calling here. Got 6 outs. Yeah, Mark, wife and I had our 30th anniversary this summer, and we were supposed to go to Italy. Ended up postponing it to December, and then we just recently said, look, let's just go when we're not worried about not being able to get out of a country, just in case, who knows, we're both vaccinated, no political comment there, but in the event coming out of Italy, we test and the test doesn't work for us, then we're stuck in Italy, which isn't a bad thing, but it is if you have to work for a living. So we just said let's get a refund on our tickets and regroup and do this trip of a lifetime in 2022, hopefully the summer of 2022. Italy will still be there, but the first class tickets were very expensive. Not quite 8,000. They were under that, but I don't know what it's like right now in the midst of all of this. 8,000 seems a bit high to go first class to Spain, but I'm not a travel agent. Ace 10 deuce, Skittles. Straight draw for Pat. Pair of 10s for Cindy. Jaspo said he at least a lieutenant. Seven of diamonds. Yeah, I don't know. It is a trip of our lifetime. We're a little disappointed, but we'll be all right. We'll go on our 31st anniversary. $203 in the live chat. We're going for 400 is the overtime number tonight. It's a little aggressive, but that's what we're going to do it at if we get there. Let's see where we're at, just out of curiosity. We are sitting at 103 likes at 8:57. 20 minutes, less than 20 minutes from Joke of the Night. One if you like it, two if you don't. Everyone knows the rules. Good joke tonight provided by Seat 9, Showtime Bev. I thought it was funny. maybe you'll do. If you want to see more jokes, I got 44 jokes on my Instagram, 44 of the 100 that I've told. And uh-oh, Maker's Mark, seat 2, popping that wax. Looks like shots all around. G-Monkey. Do you have a knife? I read lips. But yeah.
You're getting cold now?
44 jokes on Instagram. Follow me at Slick Rick Lodge. At Slick Rick Lodge. You'll see all sorts of fun stuff. Today you'll see a picture of the cake that I got my wife for her birthday. Ace, Queen, Deuce. But most of the time you'll see poker-related stuff, including all the jokes that are a minute or under. Instagram, for some reason, I can't get over a minute. So 44 of the jokes that I've told in the past are up there. Casper calls the 30. Over to G-Monkey, who's going to continue to work on that bottle of liquor. Yeah, Jasmine, I'm with you. It'll be worth the wait.
Mason M for 1-3 tap. Thumbs up, thumbs out, we still want it? Mason M.
So we're going to have a chop as long as these players stay in. We're going to show it. Casper and Cindy will chop that money up. Bottle opening help on 11. That's right, Sharon. Once the bottle is open, we could be listening to a lot more table talk. Just makes things a little bit more easy to talk, you know, a little, not a lot of alcohol, just a little bit. Everybody becomes more friendly, and you know, remember once years ago, I was out at San Francisco on a wine tour with my wife. This was when we first got married. Bus picked us up at our hotel at 8 a.m. Goes from hotel to hotel to hotel, picking up people on their way to wine country. Everybody's totally quiet. It's 8 a.m. Nobody's saying a word. Go to 3 wineries. When we're back, on the way back, we're singing songs, high-fiving each other. It's crazy. A little Reno, a little vino. That's all it took to get strangers to high-five each other and everybody having fun.
We need some muscle over here.
DJS says they might need to get Damon the Tatted One, the hot dog eating wonder, to open that bottle. LOL.
Not yet, not yet.
Still waiting for someone at the local grocery store to see Damon, tell him he's the Tatted One, the hot dog eating wonder. King, Queen, 6, Skittles. Pair of kings for Casper. Goes check all around. It's another queen. Nobody with a queen. Casper with 2 pair now.
Thumbs up, thumbs out, we still want it? Photo?
C3.
Thumbs up, thumbs down for photos.
Yeah, I haven't said that tonight, so we'll have to say that.
You're welcome.
These ladies are here on table 11, under the lights.
Stein for 1-3 tap. Thumbs up, thumbs out.
Okay, that okay. I'll take
Jack
that.
on the river. Casper is led from start to finish on this hand after the flop. She's going to continue her story. Make it 50. Over to Pat. Pat with ace high. Actually, Pat with a pair of 6s. My bad, with the queens. So 2 pair and 2 pair. My eyes were bad there. She calls. going to show her 2 pair. And Pat's going to say, my 2 pair aren't quite that good. So Casper will take down that pot. Just crossing over 9 p.m. Central Time. So October 11th and 13th next week, Ryan DePaulo is at the Lodge Mahal. He'll be on 2 streams. In November, we'll have Lexo Poker back along with DQ. They'll be on a couple streams in November. November 6th is the party to end all parties at Caesar's property. Caesar's property, the Planet Hollywood, the penthouse suite, 4,000 square feet that suite is. I've seen it on video from when DQ stayed there. Incredible, overlooks the Bellagio fountain. We'll be there from 7 to 9:30 p.m. with drinks, hors d'oeuvres, and good company. Then we're all going to walk single file, whoever wants to, over to Caesar's, where they're going to have reserve a few tables for us to whoever wants to play poker. We'll have a higher limit table and a lower limit table if you want to play, or if you just want to bid adieu at 9:30 and say thanks for the party and I'm going to go see Vegas on my own. Go do it. It's a great thing. Lots to do out there. Thank you, Jasbo. That you look forward to that. Actually, I'm also Friday under the lights, but that's for football. 10-5-3. Do want to mention, MJ with her king is way out in front here. Ace, both players with an ace. Do want to mention Wednesday's show. We're going to be a little bit later start than usual. Probably about 8:15, 8:20 is when we'll go on the air. Just want to make sure everybody knows that. Wednesday will be a little bit different because I'm coming from my radio show, which ends at 8. And then since Skull is not here, we will start a little bit later on Wednesday.
I have vodka if anybody wants vodka. Lemon vodka.
Now all the liquor's coming out.
She's like, I don't know, what is she? What's your birthday? Whatever you want. Yeah, next time, Jello shot.
I don't know the answer to that question. Who is considered the greatest female poker player of all time? I mean, be tough to answer that one. So many good ones. Oh my Lanta, hello from Topeka, Kansas. Timothy Mike is just going to Vegas, so yes, he'll be there. He'll be back on Saturday. He'll be there all week, playing some tournaments at the WSOP. We had Esther, who finished 3rd in our main event last week. Pretty darn good player herself from the area. Ruth Hall. Great tournament crusher. But there's a lot of great women poker players, pros. 10 of clubs. So quadrophenia for MJ. Let's see how she can get paid off here. Both players with a 5 in their hand. MJ makes it 60, and MJ's going to go, why can't I get paid off? I got quads. Is she going to show it? She doesn't.
Just let me know if you want any.
Quadrophenia. I don't know. Do you show quads regardless? I show quads. Here comes the shots. Glow passing out the shots.
Oh my goodness. What is it? Do you want one? I don't, is it whiskey? I don't know. I'm good. No. You guys go. You guys go. I know I'm good. I'm like this.
Yes. WSOP is going on now through November. So just getting started, I believe, last week. This week. Yeah, I show quads too. I mean, how many times do you get quads? But she's a crusher. She doesn't. I guess she doesn't want anybody to see what she has. But I do. I for some reason I show quads. Sharon says, I would show quads if I ever got them. Sharon goes, I've read about quads. I've seen quads, but I've never got them. I'm sure you have, Sharon. Here comes the flop. Ace 10-7. Cindy with pocket sixes. Hello, Jorge from Santa Ana, California. How are you doing? Pat will let it go. Oh, she checks. I'm sorry. Check all around. Deuce of hearts. Cindy is going to check. She's going to win as long as she stays in. Over to Casper, who's reaching for chips. So I'm going to try to take a stab at it here with nothing but a king. Bet 65. This may get through. Pat doesn't have much behind. So I don't know what a call would do here. Have to be an all-in situation for Pat. Wow, she's just going to call. And they're both going to show king-queen. Interesting. They're going to chop it up. Wow. Pat called with a king high. I understand the bet from Casper to try to buy the pot. But just to call with the king, that's a play right there. Don't know if I could do that. There you see the cumulative winnings. MJ up 296, G Monkey up 215. Showtime Bev throwing the party right now. 303. There we go. We're getting it started. It's somebody's birthday.
Actually, I tasted it here. Somebody else had it the last time I played at the live. And yeah, it's so rare. Yes, that one too. Oh my god. But actually, it's a little bit smoother. The other one's a little bit oakier.
Angel what?
Angel's Envy.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, we should take a picture and send it to. Oh,
Slick Rick in the bunker alone tonight until somebody comes in, dons the headset with me. Thought maybe we'd get The Voice, Tom Penza, to sit in with me. Must be pretty busy out there tonight.
Actually, no, I live by downtown.
Was going to have Ruth Hall all scheduled, but because we only had 8 players, Ruth said, if you need me, I'll go play. And we always like to have 9 in the hall, on the table.
Prime is probably the one that's more notable in the champ. Yeah. I mean, there's more screaming players everywhere.
Ruth with King 7 of clubs, looking for a club. Doesn't realize she is in the lead with her king. Make it $20. G Monkey looking for a jack or a 9 or an 8. 5 outs. That's not one of them. So Ruth now with kings and queens. Yes, Cindy is a very aggressive player. Button moves. You see the lodge coin in front of G Monkey. She won that the first hand. I put that in the pot as a gift to the ladies. Whoever won the first pot got the Lodge Mahal coin, the card protector. We sold a ton of those last month during Millionaire Mayhem. Probably 50 coins we sold. Thank you to all who bought one. Remember the quadratic formula? Skull Mike has brought it out to Vegas with him. Let's see how many people run into Skull Mike and say, I love that stream. He's going to be wearing a hoodie, hat, t-shirt, and coins. He'll have coins. So that's the quadratic formula. Hoodie plus hats plus t-shirts plus coins equals chips. Joke of the night after this hand. One if you like it, two if you don't. Everyone knows the rules. Joke of the night coming. This joke is provided by Seat 9. Showtime Bev. Ace, 9, queen. 2 diamonds. Two pair for Pat. That's 15, and there's the fold. So here you go. Joke of the night. One if you like it, two if you don't. Everyone knows the rules. The first man married a woman from California. He told her that she was to do the dishes and house cleaning. It took her a couple of days, but on the third day, he came home to see a clean house and dishes washed and put away. A second man married a woman from Washington. He gave his wife orders that she was to do all the cleaning, dishes, and cooking. The first day, he didn't see any results, but the next day, he saw it was better. By the third day, he saw his house was clean, the dishes were done, and there was a huge dinner on the table. Finally, the third man married a girl from Texas. He ordered her to keep the house clean, dishes washed, lawn mowed, laundry washed, and hot meals on the table for every meal. He said the first day, he didn't see anything. The second day, he didn't see anything, but by the third day, some of the swelling had gone down, and he could see a little out of his left eye, and his arm was healed enough that he could fix himself a sandwich and load the dishwasher. He still has some difficulty when he pees. There you go. Joke of the night. One if you like it, two if you don't. Everyone knows the rules. That one was provided by Showtime Bev in Seat 9. In honor of Skull Mike. Trips for Glow. Claire gives it a 1. Racer Nerd gives it a 1. Michael Bennett laughs. Sharon Barth, 1. So far, all 1s. There's a 2. James Sabella, thank you. Fonzie gives it a 2. Bob gives it a 1. Jazzbo, 1. Lots of 1s. It's a hit. It's a hit. Showtime exceeds, Jimmy B says. Wow, lots of 1s. Only a couple 2s. Deuce of diamonds and Glow. Flop trips. Didn't look back. 2 pair for Cindy. Jimmy B says good delivery tonight. Well, thank you for noticing. Gills says, home run, Sir Rick. There you go. If you want to send me a joke to read, and I will give you full credit for it, send it to slickrick@thelodgepokerclub.com. Slickrick@thelodgepokerclub.com. I'd love to read your joke if it's good. It's got to be more of a story joke like that one. Can't be what's the difference between this and that, or knock knock, or any type of short jokes. We want them to be a little story. Always tell them at 9:15 they're as close to it as we can to give everybody a chance to know that, hey, 9:15 on Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, it's Joke of the Night. I told close to 100 jokes, folks, so I need your help. You think they're just unlimited, but so many jokes I can't tell or aren't funny or. Tears for Beer says East Texas women are the finest, sweetest women on earth. Bob Casey, I'm not a stand-up comic. I steal all my jokes. Nothing original. Not a comic, never claimed to be. Just like jokes. 70 is the bet from Pat. Pair of jacks. Showtime will lay down her big slick. MJ with the jacks with the ace kicker. A little bit better. And Cindy once again with pocket sixes. Do have joke books. Mad About Maya. Have several joke books. Some of those joke books are pretty damn bad. I'm just gonna tell you out there. Some of them are just horrible. There's a 4. Pat dead to one of the 3 remaining 10s. All in call. MJ in real good shape unless a 10 ball hits the river. MJ in really good shape. 3 outs for Pat. Does not come. And Cindy is saying, wow, I had pocket sixes. I would have won that hand. Yeah, David Moss, open mic night at the lodge would be fun. We've got a couple comics, serious comics that actually do open mic night. Tom Penzo is one of them. He's an aspiring comic. I'm a joke teller. Big difference, big difference. Tom does original material, spends time on his craft. I tell a joke. Not much there. Thank you all who voted tonight. Even those who voted 2. You participated. That's what life is all about. Participating. Don't let it pass you by. $6 coming around. Game is one $3,000 cap match stack. Yes, absolutely, comedy is hard. Don't think I could ever do that, stand up. Stand up there and just get heckled. It's one thing to be heckled by Skull Mike. It's another thing to be heckled by a room full of people that are drunk and want you off the stage. Ace 8-4. 2 spades. Pair of 8s for MJ in the lead. Five of diamonds on the turn. Lots of people in this pot still. 7 players. $30 is the bet from Cindy, trying to weed some things out. Pat will call with a straight draw. G-Monkey gets out of the way, as does MJ. So Cindy and Pat heads up to the river. Deuce of spades on the river. Cindy is going to take it down with 2 pair. 5s and deuces. No worries, Fonzie. No one, I never ask for apologies when people put a 2 down there. Look, some jokes are not for some people. You know, there's been several jokes that I've thought to myself, this is gonna be get all 1s, and then it got all 2s. Then there are some that I go, I don't know about this one, but I'm gonna say it anyways, and it gets all 1s. So you never know. I am gonna do a best of. I think at some point before the end of the year, we'll do a week of best of jokes. Bring back some of the classics that people love and want me to tell again. Let's listen to some table talk here. Cindy raises and takes down the pot. Russo says yes, joke of the night, best of. We'll do that. We thought of doing, you know, I often say under the lights, right? So we thought of doing undies awards at the end. Maybe the best hand of 2021, the best play, the best bluff. Who knows? We'll have different categories. We'll call them the undies. And we'll have a little award ceremony. Wow. Joe DeHat throwing it down. So tomorrow, don't bother me. Tomorrow night, Sox Yanks at Fenway for the right to move forward in the playoffs. Sox got a big win yesterday. Come from behind win. So they'll play the Yanks at Fenway. And Joe DeHat says not only will he bet me on that game, but the Sooners will beat the Longhorns. And he's giving me good odds. So Joe DeHat, I will take that bet. You have to sweep both the Yankees game and OU beating Texas. I just have to win one of the two. Book it. Book that bet, Joe DeHat. Thank you for the odds. Your Sooners should be a little scared. They don't look too good. Fans are already wanting Rattler, the savior, to be replaced. So don't be too shocked if we ruin your party on Saturday at the Cotton Bowl. I was telling somebody a story. 1984, I was a freshman at the University of Texas. Spent a fortune, as we always do, to take dates to that game up to Dallas. It's a 200-mile drive, so we'll all take our dates up there. It starts raining. My date says to me, Rick, everybody else is going to watch the game at so-and-so's house. Why don't we do that? I handed her a poncho and said, here's a poncho. We're going to the game. Texas versus OU. At the time, it was 1 versus 2. I have tickets in my hand. You think I'm not going to this game? Needless to say, I didn't see the girl after that weekend. Yes, Joe Hat. That's a book it. Russo, I agree with you. Toronto may be the most talented team ever to not make the playoffs. They are wicked good, and they fell a little short. Here's Pat. Don't know what's going on with our card reader here. But Pat goes all in. Over to G Monkey. Pat will show King Jack. And Glow will take it down with the aces and queens. Yeah, the Texas OU game is fun because the entire stadium is exactly cut in half at the 50-yard line. You can see where the red or crimson ends and the burnt orange begins, right at the 50, all the way around. Half the stadium is rooting for one team, half the other. That's why it's so loud. Because think of it, if you're watching a football game for your home football team, if your home team is not doing well, the stadium is really silent. Whereas Texas OU, half and half, every play somebody is cheering for something. Incredible time. If you're a college football fan in general, I would say make it as part of your bucket list to get to, regardless if you're a Texas or OU fan. It's a spectacle in the State Fair of Texas. Right in the middle of the State Fair of Texas is the Cotton Bowl, and it is a happening, something to see. Here comes the flop. Looks like we're going 7 ways to a flop. 4-4-5. Don't know what Pat has. There we go. She has ace-7. On to the next one. Yeah, Russ, I don't know about that. If they were allowed in to watch them at the start of the season, they might have won. They're scary good. They've got a lot of talent on that team. The Jays, they were just in. I mean, look who they're playing against. You know, the Rays, who won over 100 games. The Yankees and Red Sox each shared time in first place. And then the Blue Jays and the Orioles. I mean, the Orioles were not good, but everyone else was. So, very tough American League East this year. Yes, Remdog, I agree. Army-Navy would be fun to go to. Obviously, Ohio State, Michigan, Florida, Georgia. But what makes Texas OU unique, two things, is the fact that they sell half the stadium to one team, half to the other, and also that it's in the middle of the state fair, which is the largest state fair in the country. Fun times. It's just packed. Ace, deuce, deuce, 2 pair. And it's supposed to be glorious weather this weekend. Wish I could go. But I'll be watching it. 65 is the bet from Casper with 2 pair. Jen's mom gets away from it. Casper's going to win this hand. Yeah, neutral site. So is, Florida Georgia, the world's largest cocktail party, but I just think the state fair element changes it dramatically. Plus, I'm a Texas fan, so what are you going to do? Showtime Bev wakes up with pocket eights, raises to 15, over to Ruthless with ace 7. She calls, suited. Looks like we're 5 ways to a flop. Flop 3-3 deuce. Thought I saw 5 people in there. But Beverly, Showtime Bev makes it 60. And Jen's mom, who was in the hand, we just didn't see it, will fold.
Just so you know.
So we're seeing some hands that aren't even seeing a turn.
Or when you have it and it doesn't. Yeah. It makes it not a zip up.
I want to read a letter after this hand that we received from one of our members of Chatsville. Very touching. Skull Mike and I, we receive a lot of emails from folks who say how much they like the stream. Each time we get one, it just cements the fact that what we're doing is we're doing something good, and people are enjoying it and having fun. It just helps us continue with our motivation and our excitement to come into the bunker each night and bring it strong, because we never know. I tell Skull a lot. We never know who's going to be watching us for the first time, and we want to be able to bring them the best experiences possible. But it's always fun to hear from y'all. King 9-4 Skittles. An ace from Cindy way out front. Puts 100 out there. Cindy's trying to take this down right away. Over to Pat. He's got a straight draw. Gonna lay it down. Says it's not for me. MJ will fold and Cindy will take it down. So this was from, if you remember, Jan or Jan or Jan from the Netherlands. How we got, when we started saying we're huge in the Netherlands, it was because we were getting emails from Jan. And the other night, we hadn't heard from Jan in a while, and another person from the Netherlands was in the chat. So I said, hey, look for Jan. He's on a bicycle in Amsterdam, and tell him we miss him. So here he is. Jan writes us, hi, Skull and Slick. Don't worry, you guys are still huge in the Netherlands. When I was riding my bike yesterday in Amsterdam, someone yelled, Jan, please let Slick Rick know that you are still loved the lodge. He misses you. So, of course, I had to let him know right away. You guys are still the greatest out there. So Jan went on and on with his email, but at the end of the day, he wrote us saying he was okay, and he is back to watching the stream again. So Jan, We missed you, buddy. 4 ways to a flop. Damon the Tatted One, the hot dog eating wonder. 884. Glow vaults to the lead with her 2 pair, kings and eights. Sharon. Sharon, how do you know these things? Sharon, you when I say Yoda, don't, it is a compliment. You are the Yoda of Chatsville, because Sharon writes, wow, that is so cool. Was that Wimpy that saw him? That's exactly who I said that to on Saturday. It was Wimpy from the Netherlands, and Sharon knew this. Sharon. Amazing. If we ever had a Chatsville Jeopardy, you would be the person I would nominate to represent Chatsville, of knowing Chatsville trivia. You and Cheryl Spencer know a lot of trivia about the show. Unreal. Yes, it was Wimpy.
But it was because of the seat was empty.
Yes, we're having a nice quiet night. Skull is in the air, flying from Austin Bergstrom International to McCarran. Probably will arrive in 2 hours, and in 2 hours and 12 minutes he'll be at his, I don't know where he's staying. He might be staying at Aria. He likes to stay at Aria. $40 is the bet. Sharon says she just pays attention. So straight draw for Casper. 2 pair for MJ. Ace of clubs. Casper does not hit. Oh my goodness. So what I didn't mention, I don't think I mentioned, and there you see the lodge cam, a little look in, live look in at the front half of the house of the brand new Lodge Mahal, couple weeks old, and we got a Big O tournament going on, some cash tables going on, of which I won 400 right before the stream. But January 12th, folks, January 12th, guess who's coming to the Lodge Mahal? None other than Norman Chad and Lon McCarran. They are going to be doing a lot of work over the next few weeks at the World Series of Poker, but in January, they're coming here, and we're going to have a commentator versus commentator tag team event where one of the commentator teams, Skull Mike and I, and Norman Chad and Lon McCarran, will be in the bunker together. The other two will be on the felt, and we'll do a tag team event. Either you're going to be commentating or playing on the felt. We'll fill the rest of the table up with other tag teams, and it will be a night. So mark your calendars. You will not want to miss this. And I'm going to have Norman Chad. We might have a joke off. Norman Chad talking about one of his many ex-wives versus Slick Rick in the joke of the night. I don't care. I'm going for it. I'm swinging for the fences, folks. I know he's godlike in his commentating. I'm just on a little stream in Texas, but I'm going for it. I'm swinging for the fences on January 12th. Jen's mom with pocket aces will take down that pot.
I'm originally from California, but I live in Texas. It's not big. I thought it was like,
There you see the cumulative winnings. Glow up 500. MJ up 360. Pat throwing the party right now, down 930. Showtime Bev down 282. Ruth up 158. G Monkey up 45. We hope to have a lot more vloggers. We've had a ton. Adam Rude was here. Johnny Vibes was here. Matt Vaughn was here. Poker Beast. Next Gen Poker. Mariano Rampage. Chance Corneth. Mike Matisow. Pokerface Ash. I know I'm probably missing Wolfgang Poker. So many people have been to the lodge, and we're going to keep bringing people here because that's what people want to see. The next one is next week. Ryan DePaulo. Oh, Jeff Boski was just here. Jack 5. His vlog, his next vlog, if you want to see his experience at the Lodge Mahal, his next vlog, the one he's going to release next, is our vlog. Excited, can't wait till he releases that, probably in the next few days. Seven of diamonds. We still got plenty of times to set the rules. It won't be a high limit game on the 12th with Norman Chad and Lon McCarran. It's going to be more for fun. And I'm playing in it, so I'm not going to play in a 5-10 game. Play in a 1-3 game. It's going to be more for fun and entertainment rather than seeing somebody gutted and filleted on the stream. So I just saw Cheryl Spencer is now in the lodge, and I think she's going to be taking Ruth's seat, and the great Ruth Hall will join me. Yeah, not the best time on a ladies' night, Joe, for that one. Thank you, Racer Nerd. Bob Casey Ariel says, shout out to all the ladies in Chatsville. That's nice. Michael Bennett said, nice play from Bev. Bev wakes up with Big Slick again, raises to 30. Ruth Hall will fold. Over to G Monkey. She calls with ace-10. To Glow with Dos Hermanos once again. She's had these once before tonight. She's going to raise, put a black chip out there, makes it 110 with Dos Hermanos. Yeah, I've reached out to Trooper. I've reached out to Jamin, obviously Brad and Andrew. Reached out to a lot of them. Been in contact with Jamin, been in contact with Brad and Andrew, had lunch with them. So we hope someday soon, in 2022. By the way, Bart Hansen has also played on our stream. Doug Polk has played on our stream.
I know, we're going to watch it. Somebody put a clock on this. Put a 30-minute live. Put a 30-minute clock on this.
243 in the live chat, 9:47 in the evening Central Time. Let's see where we are right now. 144 likes. Need 400 for overtime. Does not look good with 45 minutes left.
Cutoff time's 10:30. Everybody knows that. It's a 10:30 cutoff.
Still working on the rules for it, the tag team. So we got a few months on that one. We got a lot that's happening between now and then, but believe me, it'll be fun. And the primary goal is to showcase Norman Chad and Lon McCarran and let people meet them and take pictures with them and have some fun that night. That's the primary reason, that primary goal of the night, not to win a ton of money or lose a ton of money. I'm willing to take all jokes. Send to me at slickrick@thelodgepokerclub.com. Send me the joke. I will respond to you, reply back, whether I can use it or not. If I do use it, you will get full credit for it, just like tonight. Showtime Bev in seat 9 gave me the joke to tell tonight. On Saturday night, told a good one, provided by Bianca, another member of Chatsville. And that was also a hit. Dr. Dunn says, hello, Chatsville. Hello to you. 25 is the bet from Glow with Pocket Kings now. She's had Pocket Jacks a couple times now. She upgrades to Pocket Kings. Queen Deuce Deuce. Pat, this could be trouble. She flops a queen for queens and deuces, but Glow has kings and deuces. Pat's got to think I may be good here. A $50 bet from Glow. Pat had raised to 100, and Glow is going to put Pat all in. She's going to show the pocket queens, and Pat is going to show her queens and deuces. Pat dead to the queen of spades at this point. Queen of spades does not come. So Glow is going to win again, starting to heat up. The Houston Tornado. Glow. I don't know why I just said that, but it sounded appropriate. The Houston Tornado. She's from Houston, and she comes in here and she just wins money. Very nice lady. Gave us a $49.99 super chat on Saturday. Very, very, very nice. She has worn her purple mask. And I said, no purple mask tonight. She said, no. So, yeah, it is a tough night for Pat right now. Don't know if she's going to rebuy or where she went, but maybe she's taking a little walk around. And sometimes you got to do that. We saw that in one of the tournaments. Blue Man Group Joe lost on a tough, got sucked out on and got up from the table. And at the time I said, I think he's just getting up so he doesn't compound and loses two hands because of one hand. Sometimes if you feel yourself getting a little heated when you got sucked out on a 1-outer or a 2-outer, whatever, as Ruth Hall will win another pot, sometimes it is. It's worth it. Go up, go out, get some fresh air, take a walk. The poker table will be there. But as football coaches like to say, don't let one game beat you twice. And poker analogy would be, don't let one hand make you lose two hands. And that happens to us all. We start seeing little stars. You can't believe what fell. 1-outer, 2-outer, oh my God. And then you're dazed. Cheryl Spencer in the chat says, I'm here, woohoo, lodge coin and t-shirt, wish me luck. So you will be seeing Cheryl soon.
Yeah, they gotta go, out in the tundra. Well, there's a good reason to move out of Alaska. If it wasn't the snow, without Amazon. Haven't been in Walmart or Target in 2 years. No reason.
Cheryl, longtime employee here at the lodge. One of the original employees. I know I've been here for 3+ years, and she was here when I got here. So Casper will win another hand, tip the dealer.
She said she's coming back.
Space Go Jira says Casper is my sister. Very nice lady. If that is in fact true, you're lucky because she's a very nice lady. Talked with her earlier tonight before we got on stream. And Damon will ask for all the cards back. Yeah, I've said this before with regards to me. I played on the stream one time, and I believe this is my role for this stream is not to be on the felt. But I realized that people wanted to see me on the felt, so we did that one night in August. And I'm the best way to describe it is I'm not. My finances don't keep me from playing higher than I like to play. What keeps me from playing higher than I like to play is the fact that I don't enjoy playing higher. It becomes much more serious and less of a social gathering for me. That's just my choice. Could I play at the higher limit games? Yes. I just choose not to. And there's no I'm not going to be shamed into playing because you can't play a higher limit. I can't play nosebleeds, but I could play it every game other than the 25-50 that we play every now and then. I can play the other games. I just choose not to. 10 Jack 6. I feel more comfortable where I'm at, and that's why I play the 1-2 games here at the lodge. When I go out to Vegas, I'll play 2-5 because 1-2 here at the lodge is basically 2-5 in Vegas. We've talked about that before.
It's an off-brand SVEDKA. It's really good. Where'd you get it? Lots of places, huh? Yeah, lemon. They have lots of flavors. It sounds Russian. It's an off-brand.
Turn is the king. Don't know what Cindy has. Casper has pocket nines, the Gretzky's. No, didn't say I could play 100, 200. Did not say that. What the heck kind of bottle is that? Is that a new sponsor of the launch live stream? Jack on the River. Still don't know what Cindy has. Honestly, and Cindy is going to show her kings. And she's going to win. That beats the pocket nines. Yeah, Jimmy, I don't know. Oh, Timothy says that was flavored vodka in that big jug. There you go. So learn something new. It just matters what poker means to you and why you play poker.
He was striking a good pose too, not on purpose. It was like a
I'm
thing
never
to
going to be a
play
professional poker player. Never want to be a professional poker player. That's not my dream. It may be your dream. It may be others' dreams to be a professional poker. It's not my dream.
my motto, right?
I enjoy poker for the social aspect, sitting around a table, talking, telling a few jokes,
Right, Jen?
winning a few dollars, losing a few dollars. No big deal. Not going to be life-changing for me. Do I enter an occasional tournament that would be huge money? Absolutely. Don't know what we're doing here. I think we have a bad card as the King 9 was not read properly. But now that we see what Cindy had, she obviously won the hand. There's your cumulative winning.
Thanks, David. Thanks, David. Thank you, honey.
Hold those cards because he's going to replace those cards.
Thanks, David.
Thank you so much, guys.
Damn,
Yeah, I don't. Obviously, we ask everyone, we expect everybody to drink responsibly. Everybody, we do not sell any alcohol. We do not provide any alcohol. Anything that players are allowed to bring in, bring your own.
No, never. No,
And
no, not you. No, sister. We're like soul sisters already.
we hope everybody will be safe. And Ruth Hall is coming into the bunker after a night on the felt, and we'll get her headset here.
D-Jen. Right? Yeah.
And at 10 p.m., with another hour to go, Ruth Hall will join me for the last hour. Ruth Hall, how are you?
Hey, Rick. Did you miss me?
I missed you. Did you enjoy playing a little on the felt? We see you right there in seat 1.
Ooh, there I am with the sexy shoulder.
You're showing some shoulder there, Ruth.
Woo-hoo.
Haven't seen that part of you lately, so there you go. So how did you like the game tonight?
I did. It's, pretty laid back. The girls are having some fun with the whiskey and starting to get a little more aggressive, but not a lot of bluffing going on.
Yeah.
I was trying to get in there with some raggy cards, and they just weren't hitting because I wasn't coming up with any premiums, but certainly a good crew, a nice crew.
So obviously we're on a delay, so you're still playing right now, so we'll get to see some of what you do. And then I guess Cheryl Spencer came, and she's going to take your spot to allow you to come in.
Yeah, Cheryl was running a little late. I think, whenever I can fill in, I will, but was expecting to commentate tonight, not play. So.
Absolutely. Well, I'll let you gather your thoughts here. We got a raise to 11 with King 9 suited, and Showtime Bev with her pocket 5s will
Yes.
come along.
And yesterday was Beverly's birthday, so happy birthday
There
to
you go.
Beverly.
My wife's birthday is tomorrow, so there you go. October birthdays.
And happy birthday to Lorraine. They both have the same birthday, and we're going out to lunch tomorrow.
Nice. 7 Jack 5, couple of diamonds, and Seti Maggette for the birthday girl. Showtime Bev.
Yeah, she was pretty quiet at the beginning, probably for a good hour and a half. She said she hadn't raked a pot, so she started to warm up a little bit.
Makes it 30. Ruth gets out of the way, so does MJ. And Casper will lay down. So where are you going to lunch tomorrow for the birthday lunch?
One of my favorite places in Round Rock. It is the French Quarter Grill. It's French Cajun.
Okay. Where, downtown Round Rock?
No, actually, it's off of 35 and Palmer. It's hard to find a little place in
The H-E-B shopping area?
near the Walmart, actually.
Okay. The French Quarter. Cajun.
French Cajun, yep.
I-
There's a nice chef there. They've gotten some rave reviews. It's really a beautiful little cafe.
A little blackened catfish, maybe? That would be nice. I'm going to have to try that. A little gumbo, a little jambalaya.
I got to tell you, it's my favorite.
Wow.
And everyone I've taken there has loved it.
Well, there you go. New place I could try. And Damon, the tatted one, the hot dog eating wonder, leaves the box, and in comes Jen, one of our new dealers.
Yes, Jen's mother is actually in seat 6,
Yeah.
Phyllis.
Yeah. Pat is back. Pat has had a tough time tonight. Cards are not working her way.
Yeah, and Glow has been the benefactor of that. So I think she has felt it her twice.
Glow wearing her WPA patch, and she gave you a big hug earlier tonight.
Yeah, because I didn't expect to play, I didn't have any WPA patches with me, so I'm sorry about that, ladies, but definitely if you're interested, WPA is free to join. It's Women's Poker Association, www.wpa.poker, and it's for educating, elevating, and certainly encouraging women to get into the game.
So we had a question earlier in the night, and that I couldn't answer because I just think so many are great. But in your opinion, as a crusher yourself, who do you think is if you had to claim the best women's player of all time, the best poker player that happens to be a woman of all time, who would you say that is?
I've actually been asked that before, and it's impossible for me to answer.
That's what I thought, yeah.
Are we talking old school? Are we talking new school?
I'm saying if you were creating a Mount Rushmore and you wanted to start with one person on forget about the other three, Mount Rushmore of poker for women.
And this would be tournaments or cash?
Either one. You choose.
Tournaments. You can't go wrong with Vanessa Selps. I'm sorry.
Right.
She has 11 million, I think, in cashes
Right.
on the Hidden Mob. Even though she's semi-retired, she still knows how to crush it.
Right.
The other, I just really think Maria Ho has come up in the game. And
Yes.
besides being beautiful, she's a really good poker player. Old school, I have always said that Linda Johnson's been in the game, and she still
Right.
is, and she's still crushing. She's my hero. So, if you wanted to get a mix, I think that's a good mix.
Yeah, that's good. Good stuff. So, trips and a straight draw for Glow. Ace of Diamonds gets the diamonds there. Nutty Buddy for, actually Nut Diamonds at least for Showtime. Still, there's a board pair out there. But Showtime Bev looking good here.
Yeah, Bev bet that each street all the way, pretty aggressive. And I think Glow was concerned about a full house on the turn, so she didn't get aggressive with her trips. And then Bev got there. She was betting it on every street, and it came on the river. Happy birthday to her. That's what everyone says after this hand.
Yeah, that's good.
Spoiler alert. So,
And Pat folds.
So I was supposed to ask, because the girls were a little concerned, the bottle opening. I told them that it wouldn't be shown on the stream, and yet it was on the stream. Did you notice them having difficulty opening the bottle of whiskey?
Yes. And then G Monkey asked for a knife
Yep.
to open the bottle of Maker's Mark. We noticed these things.
Yeah.
And we do not sell or provide any alcohol, but you know what? If players on a night that's having some fun, adults who want to taste a beverage, we're not going to get in anybody's way, and it kind of lubricates the game a little bit in more ways than one. It helps move it on. But look, nobody's getting in a position where we're worried about anybody's safety. Everybody's going to be safe and get a safe ride home. So have some fun if you want to have some fun.
Not at all. And we actually were getting desperate, so we got the keys out of my purse instead of we tried that first.
Hey, just like a Boy Scout, Girl Scouts, they know how to make things work. So Cheryl Spencer, any minute now, is going to take your spot. But Ruth, are you? I don't know this. I haven't asked you this. Are you going to be heading out to the WSOP?
I am. I actually got my suitcases out today. I am leaving on Sunday and will be gone the majority of the month of October.
Wow.
I'm heading out there with my travel partner, Chris Reed.
I remember Chris.
We will be in the Rio for 5 days and then staying at JJ Lou's house. She has a beautiful house in Las Vegas with a pool.
Wow.
And I come back for a weekend because I host the ladies' tournaments here in Austin at my house. And we have a league that plays once a month. Then I turn around and I go back with my husband, and we'll be in a condo on the Strip
On the Strip.
to go back for the seniors. So I'm playing the seniors, the Monster, the ladies event. I'll be at the Wins ladies event, as well as I'm on Team Cards Chat for the Colossus this year at WSOP.
Well, we will be definitely wanting to follow your travels, and hopefully you run big. We were talking about Bev's run, I believe in 2012-13. She finished, what, 80th or 40th? What did she finish?
She went real deep. She was almost the last woman standing in the main event. Bev and I have run into each other at the WSOP before in the 580 Mega Satellite, which is what she plays to try to win her $10,000 seat. So if you're interested in that, that's kind of a good way to do it economically. And she plays it almost every year, I think, and she went real deep that year. And I love it because she was on film on television where she actually got a guy to lay down the best hand, and she had
They did a segment on her on
Right.
ESPN. I met Bev years ago at a Steiner Ranch. She used to play at that event. A private little tournament going on years ago before these poker rooms were even around, and I met Bev back then, and we were all rooting for her because she was part of that community. But she's going to be playing a lot of events. What else do you do out there other than play poker? On your off days, what will you normally do?
the pool for sure. And when we have success, whether it be Chris, myself, Terry Hatcher, she lives out there. I'll be hanging out with her. We're going to go over maybe to the new Resorts World and play some poker there, check out their poker room. Whoever has success, we usually get a girls' dinner together and go have a treat. So definitely a lot of eating out.
So Jasbo asks, do you have an Instagram account that maybe you should for World Series of Poker only? Instagram is very popular, and if you just post, people want to follow you. Mm-hmm. Be kind of cool.
Yeah, I think I do. I think it's at Hall TX Hold'em. Most of mine are consistent. I'm not on it a lot, but Twitter and Facebook for sure. And what happens is when you're grinding 12 hours and by the time you bag up and make it back to your room, you're lucky if you get 6 hours sleep and you turn around and you go do it again. So it's difficult to keep up with the social media, but if we go deep, you'll hear about it because it'll be on the WPA.
And we'll hear the yell from Vegas all the way from your fans. Cheryl now is sitting in seat 9. Ruth, Cheryl, an employee here at the lodge, wearing her lodge gear. She's got her T-shirt on, so automatically she is percentage-wise better than every player at the table because she's wearing lodge gear. There she is, right there in seat 1.
Mm-hmm. Also a WPA member, so she's got her purple on.
Yeah, she does. She sits down, and I guess she's going to be calling herself Bling. So she's no longer Cheryl, she's Bling. G Monkey with the Dos Hermanos raises it up to 75. MJ with big slick calls. Casper will lay it down. Pat will get out of the way, and Showtime Bev gets out of the way. Back to Bling. Bling is searching for Maker's Mark. She barely sat down, and she's already drinking. She's part of the table. So we'll go heads up.
She lives 5 minutes from my house, so I can give her a ride home.
MJ and G Monkey, the classic flip. And they're just trying to figure out how much Pat has. The reason why we stop sometimes is we've got to know how many chips each player has in order for chip counts to be correct. Queen, 8, some players don't quite get that, but that's why we do it. MJ has 2 outs now, looking for an ace of hearts or a king of hearts. G Monkey not scared of the queens. Makes it 75 and a quick call from MJ.
I noticed that about MJ before when she was on the live stream. She really does get married to Ace King.
Got a few more outs now as an 8 hits the board.
There it is.
There's the king. So MJ gets there in one of her few outs, and G Monkey can't like that. Shows it. G Monkey says, wow, I was very close to winning that hand.
So what is Skull Mike up to?
Skull Mike is currently probably over West Texas right now on a plane, headed to Las Wages. He'll be landing, heading probably to the Aria, and within 10 minutes of him putting his bags in his room, he'll be at a poker table. He's playing some tournaments. He's playing, I forgot which tournaments he said he's going to play, but he's meeting, there's so many people from the lodge out there right now. He's going to have dinner with Big Tony and Cy tomorrow night, and Lamborenzo's out there. So you know how it is. When you go out to the World Series, you always run into people you know from your hometown. Of course, you, in your travels, you run into friends from all over the place. But
yeah, it's great to see people that you haven't seen.
Yes.
And especially since we weren't out there last year. Well, Chris and I went out and played online because you had to be in Vegas to play online, but it still wasn't the same. So it's been, a couple of years now, and so it'll be great to see some familiar faces.
Yeah.
And we got some big hands happening here. Glow is in the hot seat tonight.
yes, I saw that, Sharon. Lamborenzo did cash in the reunion. Congratulations to Lamborenzo. He really loves poker. He's out there for a month with he and Jenna the puppy girl are out there for a month. 9-10-3 Skittles. Pair of 10s for G Monkey. He'll make it 50. Over to Glow. Glow's had a lot of success coming to Austin, playing on these streams. She calls. Pat just going, when can I win a hand? You've been there, Ruth. Sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the bug.
Yep, that's how poker rolls.
10 outs now for Glow. G Monkey going to put 100 out there.
Yeah, 100 into 254 is not going to get Glow off that draw. 2 overs, 4 flushed. Yeah.
And Glow asking how much more G Monkey has behind. It should be about 330. Glow's saying, how much am I going to play for if I call here? Got the flush draw. 10 outs. Some overs. She calls. 354 in the skillet. We're going to go to a river. Jen gives us that river. It's a 3 of diamonds. G Monkey's locked this up as long as she stays in. Looks over to Glow.
It's a pretty safe card. I mean, Glow hasn't shown any strength, and the board is pretty much a missed straight draw or missed flush draw. So even if Glow bets at this, G Monkey should snap her off. Nope, no bluffing.
Man, G-Monkey's going to say, that's fine with me. I'll take the $454 pot shipped my way. 237 in the live chat tonight. Is a little bit lower than what we had on Saturday. Obviously, Saturday we had over 1,000 in the live chat for an incredible action-filled game. We'll be back Wednesday night. Remember, Wednesday we're going to start a little bit later, about 8:15, 8:20. Jake Stein will be joining me in the bunker on Wednesday night. And then Saturday night, Skull will be back in time to get back in the booth to give me shit over and over again.
Did I miss the joke?
You did.
Oh.
It was tremendous ones. Beverly provided me the joke, and it killed. Only 2 people gave it a 2. Everyone else gave it a 1.
Well, if Beverly gave it to you, you have to give it a 1.
Yes. Beverly gave it to me, and I delivered it well. Several people, 2 people commented that I had a good delivery tonight. So there you go. Derek, the overtime number is 400. We are way, way beyond, not even close to it tonight, but we thank all that did like it. I think 165 is the last time I checked. So we may not make overtime for the first time in a while, but that's okay. It's a Monday night, lots of going on. And we just appreciate those of you who are in the chat and watching tonight. 554 is the flop. G-Monkey with the wheel draw. Bling with ace-jack says, I think I've got the best hand. I'm going to bet it. Ann says, didn't hear the joke, but it's a 1 since it's Bev's. By the way, none of the jokes are written by me. Chop City.
So are you going to play anything in the WSOP?
I am not. I'm going to be out there November 6th for our party, but I'm not going to be playing any. That's during the main event, so I'm definitely not playing. I'm out there for a few days, I may go and hop into a tournament at another casino, but nothing WSOP this year.
Yeah, so that's another little helpful hint. If you don't want to drop 1K or more, the Grand Series is running really economical series if you want to go play some of those. You got Venetian running. I think Ari is running a tournament, as well as, they've got cash games at Caesars. They are closing the cash games at Flamingo, and they're closing the cash games at Bally's.
Yeah, saw that. They need the dealers.
Yeah, they need the dealers. And just a helpful hand, if you're going to play cash at Rio, they haven't been opening those cash tables until about 5 or 6 p.m. in the evening.
Interesting.
They're short on dealers.
Which is we just got through the Millionaire Mayhem where we had so many dealers. It was such a great benefit to have so many dealers. When we needed a table open, we opened a table. We didn't have anybody waiting. There were no alternates. It was just the only thing that we'd have alternates if we just didn't have the tables. We had if we ran out of tables, that's one thing. But if we didn't run out of dealers because we had so many. And I know WSOP is struggling right now.
Yeah, I didn't have one delay here during Mayhem. And I think, Vegas is still trying to get their act together post-COVID. And WSOP right now, with the verifications of the vaccines, the lines are long. Expect 2 to 3 hours unless you've been through it already. And the kiosks aren't working real well. So.
And I heard that a lot of brand new dealers and players said are making comments like, please be patient, guys. Without them, we don't have a series, so don't get mad at a brand new dealer who is slow. It's unfortunate, but it's just, if you want to have a tournament, you need dealers.
Yeah, try to help them out. I mean, everybody has to start somewhere.
Still getting comments on different women's players that may be on Mount Rushmore of poker, and I get it, folks. Everybody has an opinion on who's the best, and if you ask the same thing about poker players in general, forget about man or woman. who would be on the Mount Rushmore of poker? Obviously, you've got to put somebody like Doyle Brunson up. He's got to be on there.
Well, I played with Daniel Negreanu at the WSOP, and that was like
Yeah.
a highlight of one of my years.
I mean, Phil Hellmuth has won more WSOP bracelets than anybody. You know, you get into these discussions. I mean, my favorite player is probably Phil Ivey, but you know, he's won 10 bracelets. Johnny Chan's won 10. Doyle's won 10, and Phil's won 15. So just on those, forget about cash game alone. Cash games might be a whole different Tom Dwan, and you know, who knows? But it's always fun to talk with the best. But certainly Doyle Brunson, his longevity and what he's done for the game with he's definitely up there.
You know, the variance at the WSOP is so huge with the numbers. It's difficult to get through that field.
Yeah.
So even a min cash is a huge success.
Well,
Bagging
yeah.
up is a huge success. Getting to day 2 is a huge success. So,
Yeah.
you know, grinders like myself, we have plan Bs. If we end up getting out, we head to another tournament.
Right.
So, or we'll have multiple bullets for that tournament. But primarily, you have to realize that getting through those large fields is quite a feat.
Ron, I do have feelers out for Phil Hellmuth to come to the party. I did invite Mike Matisow and said, "Oh, by the way, can you bring your buddy Phil Hellmuth?" So I do have a contact in my cell phone that has his contact with Phil Hellmuth. Lots of people are coming, though. If you're worried about famous people who are coming, Chance Cornick's going to be there. Johnny Vibes will be there. Ryan DePaulo, Jeff Boski. A lot of vloggers are going to have already RSVP'd. So we're hoping that, who knows? I've invited Lon McCarron and Norman Chad. They're still, you know, going to let me know, but you never know who's going to be at that party, because it's going to be in Vegas, and people are going to hear about it and say, who's having the party on the top of the Planet Hollywood? The guys from the Lodge? Oh, I've heard of that place. Let's go. Who knows who'll come? They'll need to call me first, though. $20 is the bet for bling. Over to G Monkey, ace 10 offsuit. I agree with you. Just bagging, getting to day 2 is an accomplishment in a field, large field like some of those events. Two pair now for Pat. And there we go.
This is the first year I don't have to work a half a day and then play 12 hours.
You work a half a day where? Working when?
I would work in Las Vegas in my hotel room a half a day before I went and played 12 hours.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. You
So-
took your job with you and
Yes.
did it from, okay.
Yes, I would do it from 7 a.m. to noon Las Vegas time, which is behind Central Time, 2 hours, and then I'd play 12 hours.
Wow.
So this is going to be a little easier.
Yeah. Don't work.
No working.
Good. Ace King versus two pair of kings. 5 outs for MJ. That's not one of them. And Pat says, I can win a hand.
She just needed to play 7-4 in the big blind.
Yep, shift that pot.
No, nice hand, nice hand, nice pot, nice hand.
Ron, definitely looking forward to seeing you at the party and meeting you. And said Skull stacked you after the stream on Saturday. I'm hoping that they make a highlight reel out of that hand that Skull was in. I know he wouldn't mind.
That's the name of my company.
I mean, what are you going to do? He flopped a set. King Kai floated with 5-4 on a Queen King 3 board and got there. Runner, wheel.
Yeah, the COVID killed us because everything we do is a group. Rates 25, full.
25 raised from Cindy with ace queen offsuit. Bling in the 1 seat.
That is, it is.
Call.
That's the name of my company.
Flop comes 9-10 jack. Straight draw, open-ended straight draw for both players. Pair of 9s for Bling. Sharon Barth says Ruth's set to crush this WSOP in Vegas. Would not surprise me in the least.
I'd be happy with a piece of the pie. I don't need the whole pie.
Very quickly.
I would have waited.
Wait a little bit.
Yeah.
Think it through. You had an extra 140 behind. If she's calling 200, she's going to call 330. You just
Yep.
there's $130
It's going
you
all
did
in.
not make.
It's going all in after I count to 20. And
Yes.
that's probably what you noticed when I was playing. I was one of the slower people to act
Right.
a lot of the times. And it's probably because I played tournaments versus cash.
Right.
I don't know. I think it's become a habit to take my time. But you really should take your time, especially when you want that call. You don't want to give away your strength.
Yeah. And look, I do the same thing. I bet I don't. Especially if I hit, I want to get the money out there quickly. But she had 140 behind. She bet 200. If you think it through, at that point, if she's not going to call 200, she's not going to call 330. But if she is going to call 200, she's going to call 330.
Yeah.
So put it all in there at that point. I don't know. That's just my thought. Rick's thoughts. But good for Cheryl or Bling. She hit her 8.
So back to the ladies, someone mentioned Annette Oberstadt. And
Yeah.
just so you know, she doesn't play poker anymore. She actually took her winnings and purchased a company.
Yeah.
So she isn't in the mix anymore.
I see her do vlogs of hotel rooms. Like she'll go to a different hotel room in Vegas and critique it and rate it. And I've seen that recently with Annette. And she does like beauty tips and stuff.
That's what she purchased.
Yeah.
A beauty company.
Yeah. So good for her.
Yep, she took her money and invested it.
She actually lives in Las Vegas, doesn't she? Or at least it seems like she does. Maybe a combination.
Back and forth, probably.
Pair of 4s for Jen's mom. Make it 40. Casper with Big Slick. Big Slick again.
A lot of floating with Ace King.
3 of diamonds.
You know, I always say you don't want to get married to Ace King because it'll divorce you really fast.
The Filthy Phoenix, good night, Chatsville, and thank you again to everybody working at and with the Lodge Mahal and these streams. God bless you all. The Filthy Phoenix, thank you, sir. Thank you. Yeah, and Annette, when she won a lot, she was very young.
I think,
She's still young, but I mean, she was very young.
yeah, I think she was 18. I think she was 18.
Yep. Fig Nuts is in the house. Hello, Fig Nuts. Always good to see you in Chatsville. There you see the lodge cam, the front half of the house, otherwise known as Slick's room. Seeing some action with the Big O tournament up in the top right. Cash games over towards your left. It's a Monday night. You got a little Monday night football on, and then in the back half, Skull's Dungeon. That's where the stream table is, and a lot of the tournament action you'll see.
Looks like MJ's having a good night too.
Yes, she is. And MJ has been on many streams with us, both ladies' nights and other nights. And sometimes one stream she just could not hit anything. She'd get in with the best of it and get drawn out. And she just, some nights are like that. And other nights, like tonight, she's killing it. So there you go. Glow with pocket tens. Another pocket pair for Glow. She's had more pocket pairs, I think, than anybody else on the table tonight.
Yep. She had jacks a couple times,
Yeah.
kings.
Yeah.
I was giving her a hard time about having all the big pocket pairs.
Hello, Lenny. Nice to see ladies playing tonight. On any night of the week, ladies play here at the Lodge Mahal. Lots of ladies. And during Millionaire Mayhem, I can't say that I was amazed because we get so many ladies that play here to begin with. But Millionaire Mayhem, there was just a lot of women playing at the Millionaire Mayhem, and it was great to see.
I think we have 5,400 members in the Women's Poker Association, at least in the Facebook group right now.
Nice. And you've got, some of the more well-known players, are they involved in it? The Maria Ho's of the world, are they active in the WPA?
Ashley Frank is our WPA advocate that would be a blogger that you would know. We also get Linda Johnson and Jan Fisher as support whenever we need them. But,
Good.
it's really established for the players that want to get to know other poker women and
Right.
get involved. It's not as much for established pros. There are established pros in there. I think Lexi Gavin is in there.
Yeah.
There's names that you would recognize, but primarily we're trying to encourage new women to participate. We want to grow the numbers of
Yeah.
women in the poker card rooms and casinos.
875 on the flop. Cindy is going to make it, looks like 150.
She has no fear.
No, she doesn't. She likes to put her gaming discs in play. She's going to win. Cindy has been known to be seen at the lodge usually with chips that are stacked to the ceiling. She likes to pile her chips, stack her chips high. Cumulative winnings, MJ up 575, Bling 418. Pat down 1,100, currently throwing the party along with Cindy. And where did you end up, Ruth?
I don't need 1,100, 1,200. I only got in for 1,000, so
Okay.
I was kind of card dead. I was actually trying to get in the game with 2-3, 3-4. I was just trying to get in there.
Trying to get in there.
It's like, I know I'm not going to be on here long, so I'll try to play some hands, but unfortunately, they just weren't coming.
Good night, Jimmy B. Thanks for coming tonight. We'll see you Wednesday, hopefully. Wednesday night and then Saturday. We keep the streams going here. Monday, Wednesday, Saturday is what we'll do. Skull Mike will be back on Saturday. It'll be me and Jake Stein on Wednesday night, starting a little bit later. Earlier today, we passed over 17,300 subscribers. If you haven't yet subscribed, we ask that you do so. It doesn't cost you anything. It actually helps us a lot. Queen 7-6, 2 spades. Buck and a squirt is the bet from Casper. With top pair. Showtime bet with the same hand. Says, I'm not the better, so I will go out. Casper is going to win a nice little pot there.
She's a strong better.
Yeah.
I noticed that at the tables. when she feels she's got it, she's gonna price them out.
I mean, I'm glad you did. And then I was also
I like that about her game.
If a spade
I was this close. You were about to bet. I was this close to going all in. That was
And then I was like, I'm already committed. And I'm like, she's
Aaronville, Florida. Let's go. Hello, Jacksonville, Florida. Never been there. Been to Florida. Never been to Jacksonville.
I've played Best Bet down there.
Is that where Best Bet is?
I think so. Been
I
there.
think you're right.
Been there a couple times.
23 is the bet from Pat. 9-10 suited.
You're gonna have to write a promissory note. She says, "Can I use your chip?" But she's
Glow wearing a nice WPA patch will call. MJ quickly calls, as does Cindy and Casper. So we got a nice little skillet going. 115 with 5 players to a flop. Jen gives us King Deuce 5, 2 spades.
Yeah, it's just Glow's night. She's just hitting the cards and hitting.
Aaron confirms that it is, you were right. Best bet is in Jacksonville. So there you go. 55 is the bet. On the button from Glow with a pair of kings. Cindy looking to catch a 5 or a 6 here. She calls. Pat will let it go. So heads up, Cindy and Glow. 4 outs for Cindy. That's not one of them.
It is a scare card. That's 3 flush cards on the board. She could have bluffed at it, but
So Glow's going to win as long as she stays in with her pair of kings.
Oh yeah! Yay, Jen!
So the dealer will win that extra money that was placed on the button. It's kind of just a little incentive for the dealer to be part of the game.
I probably didn't have a very good VPIP either, did I?
I didn't notice. Didn't notice.
Pat, what was that?
The
Her VPIP is way up there. I noticed she played a lot of hands.
Glow asked me about that, Aceaholic, about the hoodies. We don't have any zip-up hoodies. She said you're a zip-up hoodie kind of guy. We're not currently selling any. The lodge sells zip-up hoodies, but the show itself, our hoodies are just pullover hoodies right now, and we sell them. I believe we've got a few in black still remaining. Tell you what, the Millionaire Mayhem, we're running low on a lot of stuff. One guy came up, bought there were 8 different colors of hats. He said, I want one of each. He bought 8 hats to take back home with him. Good for him. Thanks. 4 ways to a flop.
Pay him. Pay that man his money.
There you go. Ruth playing with the soundboard. Ace King 6. Pair of aces. Cindy's going to say, can I win a hand tonight? But Glow going to bet. Cindy's going to call. So Glow and Cindy yet again. Cindy in trouble. Glow in trouble here. Unless the clubs come. All in from Cindy. 326 is the bet.
That'll stop her.
It's going to be interesting with the new coverage of the World Series of Poker and ESPN not doing it anymore. CBS. It's a combination of Poker Go and CBS Sports. So it's going to be interesting. The difference being ESPN, how many people watched it like at 2 in the afternoon, the reruns, and, you know, got to see so much of it. It's going to be interesting to see how this year's World Series of Poker is covered. Because a lot of people don't pay this subscription to Poker Go. And a lot of the coverage is going to be on that, and Cindy's going to take it down. You know, ESPN's coverage is free. Poker Go is not. And it'll be interesting.
It's a little sad, too, because we record those and we watch them a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah. You know, back in the day, they would just do highlight shows. They do 1 hour highlight shows. Then they started streaming the main. You know, honestly, the main event, final table live is kind of boring. I don't know. To me, it is. I like more of a produced episode myself for the World Series of Poker because, you know, main events. We just did one. Sometimes they could be boring. You could go 17, 18 hands without even seeing a flop. And ours wasn't boring, but just saying it can be. G Monkey makes it 6. 35 says Glow with ace 10 suited. MJ with pocket 6s just calls. Cindy's gambling with Jack 7 offsuit on the button. Casper comes along with 8-5 suited over to Pat. King 4 offsuit. Saying there's so much money out there. Why don't I come along too? G Monkey calls. 6 ways to a flop. 182 in the skillet. G Monkey says, pick me. Flop comes deuce 3 queen. And it looks like Jack 7s. Ace of clubs. So now the only person with a club in their hand is Cindy. But a pair of aces for Glow. It's way in the lead here.
G Monkey, rivers, 2 pair.
Runner for G Monkey. Bet 75. Glow saying, is my ace 10 good? Planet Earth, you can, the best way to order a hoodie is to message Skull Mike Poker. skullmikepoker@gmail.com or Instagram, Skull Mike. Message him and work out the details and he'll send you a hoodie. It will involve a Venmo of money to him and we'd send you one out. Until we get the website up, it's coming where we'll have, and G Monkey's going to show the 2 pair, where we'll be able to have somebody order on our website and have it shipped to them. But right now, go through skullmikepoker@gmail.com if you want any merchandise, and we'll get it out to you. We'll arrange with you. Sharon Barr says, go G Monkey.
Where'd that come from? Thank you. I'm not stealing your
200 in the live chat coming up on 10:50 Central Time. We've got another probably 15 minutes. Then Ruth, so you're leaving Sunday, huh?
I am. I'm going to be there for, gosh, 10th through the 20th, home for a weekend, turn around and go back through the end of the month.
That's fun.
So the October will be in Vegas.
Should be nice weather.
It'll be different.
It'll be
I'm just
different.
glad it's not going to be 112 to 117 degrees.
I get it. I'm a summer World Series of Poker guy. I know why they had to do it this year, and it's better than aces for Casper. Gonna reach for some chips and raise it on up, but it'll be interesting this year. The number of people, for a number of reasons, their rules have changed, and also the time of year. I think more people can get away in the summertime. In October, there's a lot more going on, so we'll see how it works.
I know the employee event, the numbers were down.
Seti Maggette for Casper.
That'll get her paid with Cindy, I think.
Ooh, wheel for Jen's mom.
Jen's mom, yeah, they're all going to get it in here.
Jen's mom flopped the joint. And she's going, holy crap, how lucky did I just get? She calls, and a call 3 ways. This is the hand of the night right here. We got a set for Casper, a wheel for Jen's mom, and aces for Cindy. Cindy's 1% to win this pot. And they're going to all have to show their hands. Actually, no, it's not.
Side pot.
Oh, I thought they were all in.
No,
they're
they'll
not.
have a side pot.
There's going to have a side pot. Wow.
So Jen's mom's thinking, how can I get the rest of it?
Flopped the wheel.
Casper's going to need the board to pair.
There's a 10. So now Cindy has no chance to win.
Casper shoved.
All in for 533, a quick call. Board pair is what Casper needs. That's not going to happen. So the wheelorama, huge, huge pot, and a sigh of relief. For seat 6. And what are you going to do there, Ruth? I mean, Casper flopped Seti Maggette. Set of aces on the flop. You'd think you're going to win a hand, right?
She isn't going anywhere. It's just a cooler.
Cooler City.
Cake and ice cream. I don't know what to say.
Checks on 11.
And Cindy's going to rebuy. There's your cumulative winnings. Jen's mom up 1,600. MJ up 491. Bling up 418. G Monkey up 324. Glow up 283. So Pat down 1,300, and Casper not showing on there because she's rebuying at this point.
Yeah, that one hand, I think, had over 2,000 in it.
Checks on 11.
That was very sick hand. Flopping the wheel, and you got to hang on because you know somebody's not in there with nothing. But you can't go anywhere. You flop the nuts. You just don't feel real comfortable about it.
Checks 11. Players checks. I got a big voice. No, I will. I will.
You want to hear that one?
984. So
Okay, I'm reloaded.
Players are reloading. There you see the chip count. Jen's mom has $3,100 in front of her. Not too shabby. Coming down to the last few hands of the night. Jake Stein watching. He'll be in the bunker with me on Wednesday. Jake, going to start a little later.
That's Jake's wife in seat 2, right?
Yep.
G Monkey.
G Monkey is Jake's wife.
I didn't realize that, I guess, because she isn't wearing his shirt.
Yeah. She came out strong one night and wore the lava lamp shirt that we had so much fun with.
Impressive.
Yeah. And it's one of the favorite moments in Lodge live stream history when she came out wearing that. And Jen's mom is just tossing chips everywhere, and they're just falling. It's fun when you have to take two hands to stack.
Yeah.
You know? It's always fun.
Yeah. Good for her. This is the first time I've met Phyllis, and I've only heard good things about her. And,
oh, very nice.
And Cindy usually is stacked to the ceiling, so it's unusual for her not to have a huge stack in front of her.
Trips for the birthday girl who's going to Cajun Town tomorrow with Ruth.
And Lorraine.
And Lorraine. Who's paying?
Lorraine.
Oh, even better.
It's her turn.
All right. I like that. I like that. Is Lorraine going out to Vegas? She's a crusher.
I don't believe so. She's kind of on the fence.
Okay.
On the fence.
Queen of Hearts. 75 from Showtime Bev. Flo will not want to play her open-ender. And Bev's going to win one. Bev texted me earlier today and said, "Are we still on? Because it's a 1-hour drive from my house." I said, "Yes, we're still on."
You go home. You go home.
I think Casper had to walk that last hand off, go get some chips.
Yeah.
I know I would have set aces.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. You got somebody commenting that's what happens when you don't race properly with aces. I don't know.
I don't know. I'll tell you in a minute.
I didn't see the pre-flop
Yeah, I
action.
didn't-
What'd
I
you do,
don't-
40?
I don't really remember.
I think I got a little Uber earlier when they had a limped pot 6-way action and I had aces. I got a little Uber aggressive, but
Yeah, I think you
Yeah.
made it 175.
yeah, there was
But-
6 people in there. That's how I kind of came up with that. It's like, yeah, if somebody's got a pair, they're going to call me, but
Well, and there's some people that they want to get called with aces, but they don't want to have so many people call them with aces. If you just win the antes, how many times are you going to get dealt aces in a night? You want somebody to come along with you. My thinking.
yeah, once the first person does, then they all do.
Yeah.
I was trying to make it look like a squeeze as well.
Lots of black chips in play. Deuce 4-6. Black chips 100, green chips 25, red chips 5, and blue chips are $1. Jake says he'll be ready to go on Wednesday. A 6 of diamonds on the turn.
Hi, Jack. Are you going to wear the lava shirt?
Yeah, break out the lava shirt, Jake Stein. Bring it out of the closet. $30.
I'm a big fan.
The bet from Bling with ace-3. She's got the nut low right now. Oh, not playing that game. But she's going to get it through. Bling. Coming down to the last few hands of the night. big winner is seat 6. Had a huge hand just a few minutes ago, the hand of the night. Flopped a wheel against a set of aces and against a pair of aces. Won herself a lot of money. Slick Rick along with Ruth Hall. Ruth heading out to Vegas for a long time of some poker fun. Never stayed that long in Vegas, Ruth, myself. You'd have to pace yourself. I'd have to pace myself.
Well, if you haven't done it before, you definitely want to have a plan and a budget.
Yes.
You know, we determine what events we're going to play, and those events are part of the package, and then we have additional funds for cash or for smaller tournaments.
Queen, Queen 8, it's funny. And trips for Pat. 2 pair for Glow. Back when I used to play blackjack, Ruth, I would go out to Vegas. We were married just a few years, and I'd go out to Vegas a couple times a year. And there were times where I'd literally come home 12 hours after I got there because I'd gone through my bankroll.
Uh-oh.
And my wife would say, "You're home already?" I said, "Well, not a good trip, honey." 10 of diamonds, Boat City for Pat.
Yay, Pat. She's going to win a pot.
Yep. Let's see if she can get paid off anything. And Glow has 2 pair. So does Cindy, but I guess there's G Monkey does have the flush draw. So there are possibilities that she's going to get paid off here. G Monkey carving out column chips. She calls. Glow gets out of the way, as does Cindy. So heads up. Heart would be disastrous for G Monkey. No heart. So all the queens, all the 10s, basically. Pat has 2 boats now. G Monkey, nothing. She's got ace. You know, 2 pair with an ace sometimes wins, but Pat looking to get as much value as she can. 95 is the bet. G Monkey has 2 pairs with the ace. Thinking about it. She folds. So Pat is going to win that hand. Shows that she had 2 boats, and Pat's going to win a hand, and people are cheering. Nakia is in the chat. Evening, Chatsville. Sorry for being late. We were having a floating lantern memorial for the 1-year anniversary of my mom's passing. So sorry to hear that. What a great ceremony. My mom passed away this year, too. So that's it, Ruth. That ends Ladies' Night. Thank you for coming in and playing and being a commentator, as always.
Thank you for having me. I'm kind of surprised that I got to play, so I hope I didn't embarrass myself too much.
You never embarrass yourself on the poker table.
Good luck to the ladies that are still playing. I might hop back out there if any of them decide to go home, but you know, I just want to thank Cheryl and Glow and Beverly for representing WPA. They are WPA members, and any women interested, please join up. Everyone is welcome. It's free, WPA.poker. And thank you, ladies, for letting me participate.
For Ruth Hall, for the Wizard of Lodge, who punches all the buttons, and for Skull Mike, who's out in Vegas right now, my name is Slick Rick. We will see you Wednesday night, a little bit later, on Poker Night at the Lodge.